My amendment has nothing to do with whether or not colored people or black people or anybody can serve, okay? It has nothing to do with color,
Mr.
your
Speaker.
skin, any of that stuff. What we want to preserve and maintain is the fact that our military does not become a social experiment.
All right, so I mean, it's weird. It's weird kind of talking about this in 2023, like just some of the actions that some people do has me questioning what's reality. What time frame did I go to sleep, fall into an amazing deep sleep, and somehow time traveled back in time? And now, I mean, YouTube wasn't created back then, but I watch an individual mutter some words that I don't think I've heard like in my lifetime. And it's just weird because I swear people up and down, especially a lot of Republicans will swear up and down that racism doesn't exist. It's just a figment of my imagination. I just want to play the victim so bad that I would just take anything as racism. But then when I see stuff like this, it's like what is that? Like, isn't that a racist right there? I mean, he just said that. So I'm kind of interested in how people who like to defend racist people, how they're going to react to this. So without further ado, let's go ahead and watch this video and let's have that conversation.
My amendment has nothing to do with whether or not colored people or black people or anybody can serve, okay? It has nothing to do with color,
Mr.
your
Speaker.
skin, any of that stuff. What we want to preserve and maintain is the fact that our military does not become a social experiment. We want the best of the best. We want to have standards that guide who's in what unit, what they do. And I'm going to tell you guys right now, the Russians, the Chinese, the Iranians.
So they took down his words. Let me tell you something.
Okay, hold on. Let's run that back. Maybe you missed it. Let's run it back real quick, okay? Let's see.
When recruiting, training, promoting, and educating service members. Here's what he said, though, when he took to the floor to defend his measure.
My amendment has nothing to do with whether or not colored people or black people or anybody can serve, okay? It has nothing to do with color,
Mr.
your
Speaker.
skin, any of that.
Okay. It is amazing to me how nobody cut off his mic. It's almost like a step down from calling somebody a Negro. You know what I'm saying? And it's not going to make sense if you don't understand the history of the English language when it comes to black folks here in America. They have these names, right, that carry a stigma, a stereotype. So when you would call someone the N-word with a hard R, that meant something. Hold on. So America has a history. And along with that history comes words that was created and crafted for a specific reason that will nonetheless cause some sort of damage one way or another. Just like with the N-word back in the day, that meant something. why do you think people get mad when you call them the N-word with hard R? Negroes, that's why they don't call it a Negro League. It's a reason. It's because that had a racial tone to it. So when someone says colored people, where do you think, do you really think he's talking about people like with color? No, that's, if you honestly believe that, you need to get off this video and just read a little bit. So my issue with this whole thing is he can say what he wants. That is his right. If he feels like he needs to stand on this hill just to say colored people, you know, if that's the hill that he wants to die on, go for it. What I don't like about this whole situation is, one, what repercussions is he going to face with saying such things on the floor in Arizona? I'm pretty sure there's black folks in Arizona. What type of repercussions is he going to face? Probably little to none, but let him say something about some Jewish folks. Let him say something crazy about my Jewish brothers and sisters. I guarantee this dude wouldn't have a job. I guarantee he wouldn't be leaving his house. But no, go ahead, say all that you want about black folks, call them any names, and try to push the envelope. Because he knew what he was saying. He knew he was being recorded. He knew this was going to get some attention, so he said it on purpose. And what are black folks doing? What are black folks doing? Along with the Jason Aldean situation, where these entertainers, these people, they feel as if they can say what they want, do what they want, act how they want against black folks. And here's some news for you. I'm talking to black folks too. If you feel that you can say what you want, take advantage of black people, black culture, you got another thing coming for you. At some point, the real black folks, my real brothers and sisters, need to start pushing back against individuals like this who think they can disrespect us, our history. If he thinks he can do that, then he wins. But I don't know. Maybe I'm over exaggerating. If you think I'm just reading into him saying colored people, whatever you said. If you think I'm just overreacting, let me know in the comments. And like always, let's have that conversation.
Thank you for listening, and don't forget to join the conversation by subscribing. Make sure to tune in next time, and like always, power to you, power to me, power to the people, power to the pod.